are. This is episode 5 of our review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9 for Canal Street Online. This week I'm joined by the incredible Anna Phylactic.
Hi.
Hello, Anna!
Hello!
Very good. How are you?
I'm very good.
Oh, you look very good.
Thank you. It's kind of like a fluorescent Margaret Thatcher, isn't it?
It's Margaret on acid.
It is. Yeah.
So for anybody who hasn't met you or seen you or found you on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
All of the above.
and everywhere else, where else can people find you?
Aftershock, Char Char Boudoir, all around the country really, kind of supporting some of the Ru girls actually.
There we go.
Yeah.
Lovely. Are you on MySpace?
No, I'm not on
Anyone
MySpace. I used to be on MySpace a long time ago. But is it still running?
I think it is still running. I think they tried to push a couple of years ago to get people back, but
Yeah, there's too much, isn't there? It's
no,
kind
there's only Lily Allen left there now.
of the MySpace desert. Oh dear.
Said goodbye to Charlie Hyde.
We did, sadly. And what a shame as well, because this week she would have been amazing.
Wouldn't she? She's posted what she would have won and it's very cute. It's very cute.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, it is
Because she
nice.
would have been brilliant at the Kardashians musical as well, wouldn't she?
Yeah, I think she would have.
Yeah. I
Although
think
the lip syncing.
maybe not the lip. She'll get that forever, won't she? She can make a joke of it. She'll be fine.
Exactly. It's fine. I'm quite happy about it. As soon as they came back in, Trinity went straight up to the mirror and wiped it straight off. There was no waiting, there was no reading. It was straight off the mirror.
I think she's in there, isn't she? She wants to win. She's she's competitive. Getting that, which is good.
Yeah, it is
competition
good
is good.
competitive.
So
It is.
yeah.
As long as it's friendly.
Keep it friendly. Keep it. Although it's different, you don't know what it's like to be in that situation. Really, I don't know. It does strange things to people. I mean, we've seen
Bonina.
Yeah, she's going a little bit.
The demons have really come out for Nina,
and sometimes that happens, doesn't it? With
it does. I think
egos and competition.
And if you come into a competition like this with all of that baggage already, then that's going to surface, isn't it?
It's going to come out somewhere, and it's every episode, isn't it? So,
poor Nina.
like you say, she's so talented. She comes out and her looks are like to die for. I love everything that she's doing.
Exactly.
But then there's all this stuff going on, isn't there? And I don't know, crazy.
And she's saying things like, I can't trust these bitches.
Yeah.
Well, of course you can't. It's a fucking competition.
They're not going to help you. Did you watch Untucked as well?
I did watch a bit of Untucked. Yes, I did.
I just thought, you don't rely on don't rely on other queens to tell you what to wear and to help you out, because at the end of the day, people are
The
in
worse
there
you
to
look,
win.
the better I look.
Exactly. Oh, I just lost my hat. It's fine. I look fine. Carry on. Leave the cameras rolling.
So I feel like Eureka's taking any sort of opportunity to just stick the knife in a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's probably tactical things going on there, isn't there? Like she'll say, like I noticed she was making a big thing of putting a hand up to talk, and little things like that I think were kind of little digs.
Yeah.
But I think it's all part of the game, isn't it, really? And I think, later on you saw kind of a beautiful thing happen between them, which I thought was nice.
Yeah.
And she talks about it on Untucked, didn't she?
Yeah, we get to see the softer side to Trinity, for her to just take that step back and say, me and Eureka don't have that great a relationship, but I feel really bad for her.
But she knows how much she wants it,
Exactly.
doesn't she? And she, I think she's putting herself in that position and going, this is awful for you, like...
So even though she's so competitive, she's still able to empathise with Eureka and what she's
I think
going through.
maybe they've kind of had a little bonding, so maybe they might be friends now. Maybe they'll be sisters, who knows? Sisters.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe Trinity will be like, so I was season 9 and season 10 was cancelled.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows?
Eureka has been carrying this injury for what, 3 episodes now?
Yeah.
And
because it was the cheerleader.
it was. I know.
She went.
Like when you actually watch it, you're like, oh. I'm very small, and even doing the splits, if I drop the wrong way and you drop on your knee like that, the pain is excruciating.
I think she's kind of going, you know, yeah, it's happened, but I'm just going to get on with it and I'm going to work it to my advantage. So, like, she uses the crutches, doesn't she, in the runway? And, you know, I think that's great. Like, and then, obviously, we've just lost Charlie, and Charlie had a similar thing, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, there's kind of rumours floating around that she kind of broke a
rib. Yeah,
or...
she'd had a broken rib from years ago, and it's one of those recurring problems.
Yeah, but I think they've both kind of dealt with it in different ways, because I think Charlie had other stuff going on as well, like age became an issue for Charlie, and she had all of these things going on in her head, and I think she started to make excuses, and then you saw her kind of just give up, didn't you, on the runway?
Yeah.
And I think kind of Eureka's the opposite. Eureka's just like, I'm going to go for this whatever it takes, kind of thing. So yeah, all power to her, you know, good for you, girl. Good for you.
There was a mini challenge this week.
Thank God. Where have the mini challenges been?
Where have they been? Maybe there weren't enough sponsors.
Maybe, I don't know. Could we talk about Hamburger Marys? I know that's a completely different episode. But wouldn't you be a little bit gutted if you got, I don't know, it might be really delicious. It might be a real treat. I don't know. I'd be a little bit upset if I won a challenge and then I won a year's worth of burgers. I don't know. Is that just me?
Plus,
I'm not sure.
Plus thinking about what both of these people talk about later on in the episode.
Yeah, it's slightly
about
awkward.
Having problems around food, and you've won a year's supply of hamburgers.
Yeah.
The two least
likely people to...
Like, they don't want that.
No. So, yeah, interesting prize. I don't know.
Did you agree with who won the selfie challenge?
I didn't. I thought she was good, but I thought there was better ones there. I personally liked Aja, you know, on the floor. I thought that told a whole different story.
Yes.
I thought it was quite an interesting story.
The kind of story I'd quite like to be in the middle of.
Well, especially with those boys.
Well, I said last week how I'd quite like to be in Aja's position as well. Well, any position with Aja, really.
Do you like Aja?
I think he's quite fit, yeah.
So you'd kai with Aja?
Yeah.
You heard it here
Not
first?
with a face on, though. I can't do it with makeup on. There's nothing less sexy than being in drag, is there?
The illusion's ruined.
Well, when it's all over your bed sheets, yeah.
I did that once. I was dressed like a drag zebra, and I got a little bit tiddly, and I left my pink high heels on the doorstep of my house and got into bed dressed like a zebra. So my mum was a little bit upset because I got makeup all over the walls and all over the sheets, and then my dad was a little bit upset because I'd left pink high heels on the doorstep. We had to greet the neighbours. So yeah, a little insight into my life.
It was a nice segue into the Maxi Challenge, wasn't it? It was a nice way to get into the Kardashians The Musical.
And wasn't it good?
Did you think?
I actually loved it because I wouldn't have fared very well, to be honest, because I don't know who any of them are. So if I'd have been cast as any of the Kardashians, I'd have been a little bit lost, to be honest. But I actually thought the musical and stuff was fabulous. It was really entertaining. And I thought she did marvellously well, Alexis.
Yes.
She was great, wasn't she?
Yes.
She was the best.
She actually was exactly right. She was Kris Jenner. It was perfect.
Just all the details, like the phone and just the way she moved and everything, she had it to her.
Yeah, whereas some of the other ones, I don't think fared very well.
Who are you talking about, Divina?
Get it out. So many of them.
Well, I thought Peppermint was amazing as Britney.
I thought Peppermint was brilliant.
She worked it. She obviously wasn't very happy with her role, but she did the best that she had.
She took it and she ran.
She did. Yeah, she went for it. She went to town.
I thought Trinity was okay.
I thought she would have been better.
The most Paris that I'd ever seen. Oh my God.
You see, you've got it.
I totally love it.
Yeah,
like
a bit more
Paris.
dicks. You wanted a bit more dicks. Yeah, I wasn't wowed by
No.
Lindsay Lohan. I do love Sasha though.
Yes.
I am a Sasha fan, but yeah, I wasn't kind of wowed by the Lindsay Lohan. Could do better.
Yeah, there you are. There's your feedback,
Could do better.
Could do better.
Could do better.
C minus. The sisters, the three sisters.
Yeah.
When shall we three meet again? Cynthia Lee Fontaine, Arsha, and Nina Bonina.
Nina Bonina.
What were your thoughts on those three as the sisters?
So, I didn't know whether that was tactical, kind of picking them as sisters in the first place, because I didn't think they were that kind of appropriate for the characters, and I think they all kind of felt a little bit uncomfortable with what they'd been given.
Yes.
I thought Cynthia is just a natural ball of energy. She's a natural performer. She was great, but didn't know the lip sync. She didn't know her words, so had to kind of try and cover that up, and unfortunately that got her into a bit of trouble.
Yeah, and it really didn't feel like Kim Kardashian at all, did it?
Well, I don't know
Because
which one that is, but...
But Nina wasn't happy.
No.
And she wasn't very cooperative either, was she?
No, did you see the way that she talked to Todrick Hall? It was I thought that was outrageous, because he was obviously we both kind of worked on productions and stuff, and you can't do that, like not give anyone eye contact and just be so short and snappy and yeah, I've got it. Kind of, you can't do that. You can't bring that energy, you know. So obviously she's got stuff going on, but she needs to sort that out if she wants to stay in the competition. I think.
And I think maybe that's what this week, hopefully we'll see, because if we don't, she'll be gone next week.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Like Michelle's already kind of said, you know, big red flag.
Big red flag. So I thought Arsha did an all right job. It wasn't homogenous. She hadn't quite kind of grasped exactly what it was that she needed to do, and it was just a bit...
Well, I don't think choreography was her best strength.
No.
I didn't kind of watch her and go, you know, you're a winner.
And then we have the Jenners. They were played by Farrah Moan and Valentina, everybody's favourite flavour of the month.
She's mine as well. Am I really predictable? I do think everything that she's doing, like I'm just like, you are amazing.
Yeah.
I love you. I want to be you.
Yeah, she comes across so beautifully, doesn't she?
Yeah.
In everything.
And I think there's something about her personality and stuff, but everything, she's amazing, everything.
Because she's super confident, but not in that arrogant way.
Yeah, I think she's got beautiful energy. She's fabulous. I love her.
Which was interesting pairing her with Farrah Moan, who maybe doesn't have quite the same energy.
No, I think she's very beautiful.
Isn't she?
She's very sweet. She's, yeah, no, I think she's very sweet, but I think, yeah, she needs to kind of up her game a little bit, doesn't she?
We're on to the runway. And the challenge this week is Faux Fabulous.
You're doing a bit of faux fabulous.
Well, I tried. I made the effort.
It's almost like you did it on purpose, Divina.
Well, no, I'll be honest. I've been making these coats for about 4 weeks, so it was just a happy coincidence.
It's fabulous.
So, first up on the runway is Peppermint.
Well, I kind of agreed with the judges. I liked the top half. The bottom half wasn't so good. So I loved her wig for a start.
Yeah.
Like I adore a pink wig, and the top kind of reminded me a bit of a poodle or something, like a kind of pink poodle. So I loved the outfit apart from the skirt.
Yeah. I think the jacket was actually my favourite piece out of everybody's, because it was just like little pink clouds floating around on her shoulders. I thought it was super cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, the skirt was disgusting.
Yeah. Don't sugar the pill, Divina. Just say it like it is. Awful.
Trinity Taylor.
I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I think for someone that describes themselves as a pageant queen, like, she's killing the looks. I thought it was a fabulous mix of prehistoric, kind of tribal, but almost a futuristic-y kind of edge as well. So I thought it was a nice way to kind of take the faux fur challenge.
It definitely wasn't what I was expecting something more like this, really, from her. Something more kind of old school Hollywood glamour sort of thing, with her being a pageant queen. Sasha Velour. So Sasha has a sort of Russian-inspired fur creation going on. Big red furry pants, a white furry top, and then a big tall fur hat, like a Russian dancer. What are they called?
I don't know what they're called.
They're called something. It's good as well. I might remember tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, tune in next week when Divina remembers the words. What did you think of it? I like Sasha. I'm a fan. I like the hat element. I'm not quite sure about the rest of it, really. I wasn't wowed.
It's kind of like a weird mix of Fresh Prince meets Russia meets Hammer Time. Hammer Time! It's because of the shape of the trousers and then the shape of the top as well. It has that sort of early 90s.
Oh yeah, no, it is Hammer Time. I do agree with you, actually, yeah. Although big hat.
Yes, a very big hat.
If in doubt, go big.
Always.
That's my motto in life.
Preferred. Talking about looks that were not as successful as they could have been, we now have Alexis Michelle, who's in a black fur coat that comes just below her bum, and another very tall fur hat that is in the same fur as the jacket, and then underneath is a blue dress.
A god-awful blue dress. Some might call it a really awful blue dress.
Might call it a god-awful blue dress, yes, they might. And then the boots as well. She had sort of gladiator boots on.
Just a girl going out on the town on a Friday night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you kind of wanted a kind of big reveal, didn't you? Like, she came out with the fur, and you kind of wanted a bit of a pow. You know, you wanted a bit of a kind of pizzazz,
it was more of a...
and it was a bit of a, oh.
Oh, that's what you're hiding.
Keep it closed. Close it back up.
I've said that a few times.
Haven't we all?
And it looks like Alexis Michelle also loves Primark.
They've discovered Primark. Even the shoes as well.
Oh, God.
I've seen them in Primark. Are we allowed to talk about Primark?
We just
Primark.
need a little product placement here.
Primark.
Sponsored by Primark. This week, Primark are giving away a luxury trip round their Manchester shop.
You too could look like Alexis.
Cynthia Lee Fontaine is up next.
Yeah, I thought it was gorgeous.
I thought it was really nice.
I thought it was great. The judges said that they felt she was a bit kind of drowned in it. It kind of covered her up. But I think, you know, you should be able to do that sometimes. Like, why be naked all the time?
Yeah. And I still thought she had a shape in it. It wasn't like it was a dustbin.
It wasn't like a
big
potato sack or something. Yeah, I thought it was great, and I loved that she kind of thought about the kind of having something, a bit of drama, you know, down the runway.
There was some sort of production value going on with what she was doing, and her makeup was beautiful.
On point, she's really beautiful.
Really okay, Bonina Brown. She's in. Well, basically, it's just underwear, isn't it? And then a coat which has got a fur trim all the way around. And then she's got a very short cropped wig at the side, which has got a big blonde shock through the top.
Yeah, a bit kind of Mary J. Blige, wasn't it?
It was.
And giving it all with her boobies and her
she
hips
was.
and her working it. And yeah, I thought she worked the runway, yeah.
One of the judges said, I know what you're selling and maybe
I don't want to buy it.
I'm not going to buy it. I mean, maybe it's not what I would want to wear, but she worked it. Yeah. I thought she looked great in it.
Yeah, I thought she was amazing. I wouldn't want to buy it either.
No.
But I appreciate that she bought it and she sold it.
Yes.
You know, if that makes any sense at all.
She did a good job at selling
She bought it, she sold it. I didn't buy it.
But somebody did.
Somebody did, and that's the main thing, isn't it?
And again, it was a different type of makeup than we're used to seeing from Nina.
Yeah.
It was a much more subtle makeup. Aja is up next. S&M inspired. Chainage, really.
Well, no wonder she was cold. No wonder she was doing the brrr when she came out. I like it, actually. I think it's quite, especially with the kind of coloured wig and stuff, it's quite kind of couture, isn't it? And kind of a bit sexy and kind of I think it's quite fun.
Valentina! So she's in a snakeskin dress, strapless, and then she has a big brown, lovely fur shawl actually, and then a sort of half updo, and then it's all down with a soft wave in it for her wig. Just yes.
Just yes to everything. Everything Valentina does. Like, she's just amazing, isn't she?
Definitely.
Classic.
And the colour,
I hate her.
actually, of the snakeskin against her skin is really lovely. It's so beautiful. The way that it contrasts with it, it's really lovely. Everything is just right. So Farrah Moan is our next queen.
I mean, I like it. I like the kind of wig. I think she's beautiful. I think she could have kind of gone a bit somewhere else with it, really, because I love the jacket as well. I'd wear that jacket in an instant. And the shimmery, jangly, what's it? But I'm kind of all about a silhouette, and I kind of feel like she needs something on her head or something else. It's kind of missing something. It's not really telling a story either.
No.
They all look great, but I don't think they kind of necessarily tie into a story or into saying something.
So, Black China, Shea Coulee.
Shea Coulee. She was amazing. She just came out, did a thing. Todrick loved her. She went off. That was it.
And he said she was really easy to work with.
I think she would have been happy anything that she was given, whereas Nina Bonina, she wasn't happy.
Not happy at all.
And you saw her kind of giving kind of shady looks, like, you know, when Todrick was kind of praising her, and it was kind of like, oh, you need to sort it out, Nina.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget all your troubles, come on, get happy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Troubles, come on, get happy.
That's what I was looking for.
Gotta chase all your cares away. Hallelujah, get happy. Very nice. No, I agree.
I love it. It kind of reminds me a bit of I might get this wrong. I think it was it Marc Jacobs that did the whole kind of runway thing, and I think that all the drag queens kind of supported Miley Cyrus, and they're all kind of wearing the big eyes and the big lips and stuff everywhere. So it kind of has an element of that. I think she kind of looks really cool. Like the pink shrug is gorgeous. Like, I'm a fan of the look.
Eureka! Eureka! So she's got a catsuit with big furry shoulder pads on, basically, hasn't she?
And some crutches.
And some crutches.
And some crutches.
Yeah, don't forget the crutches and those lovely flats.
And flat shoes. But she spruced them up, didn't she?
She did. Jeweled.
So she bejeweled her flats. Good on her. So she felt like a drag queen.
I think
it's all right. I like the colours.
Yeah. For the faux fur challenge, there wasn't enough fur. You know, it didn't say fur challenge, it said catsuit challenge. No,
It's all right.
It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. It just, for me, it didn't fulfill the criteria.
No.
5 are safe and 6 are the top and the bottom. So we have Alexis, Shea and Peppermint, who I imagine are the top. And then we have Farrah, Cynthia and Nina, who I imagine are the bottom. Those 6, would you have placed them that way?
Actually. I think kind of Nina's obviously struggling, and I think that's maybe why she was kind of there. I actually thought maybe Alexis got through because of her, she was amazing in The Musical, wasn't she? She was fabulous, but her runway was awful, so she possibly could have ended up there. Eureka's outfit wasn't that amazing, so maybe they were being kind because she's on crutches, who knows? What else? Who else? Sorry. I think Cynthia didn't know her words, in all fairness. I thought her runway look was gorgeous, though. But I kind of understand why at this point they're going, you know, you should learn your lip sync.
Really?
Maybe do a character or something that's not you. Stop talking about your cuckoo. If she mentions a cuckoo one more time. I know they're doing it for merchandise, but come on.
Yeah, there is
every other word. We've only got like 20 minutes or something.
Yeah.
The episodes are shorter now, and you're filling it with your cuckoo. Who are we on now?
Farrah.
Farrah.
So you've forgotten about her already.
Sorry, Farrah. I understand why. She probably does deserve to be in the bottom. Like, I think she's gorgeous. I think She's very pretty, but you know, is that enough at this stage?
Just the fact that she couldn't even master.
I can't do that. Hand-eye coordination.
Cynthia and Farrah were the lip syncers.
Yeah.
Would you have picked those?
Yeah, I'd have definitely gone for those. I thought that was the right decision.
Yeah, me too. And then out of the two of them, who would you have picked to send home?
Because neither went home, did they?
No.
Plot twist!
Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry if you haven't watched the episode, it serves you right. I would have, okay, controversial actually. I probably would have sent Cynthia home. And I know you're not agreeing with me now, are you? I don't think you are. But I thought they both gave interesting performances for a different reason. So Cynthia is a ball of energy, like she was throwing herself around the stage. I always think it's kind of a bit of a desperate move actually, do you know, when you take your clothes off. And I think if you take your clothes off, there needs to be like something really good there that you're taking off to expose. And like, I don't think, did the bra and the knickers match?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, you see.
Which is a massive issue to me because you can buy a matching bra and knicker set for a tenner. What are you doing? You're on RuPaul's Drag Race, woman. What is wrong with you? Buy some matching knickers and bras.
I'm just going to do that with my finger. We don't need words. We don't need words.
Like, I genuinely don't know who I would have sent home.
Oh, what?
I genuinely don't know who I would have sent home.
But if you had to save one from a sudden death right now, say they're both like kind of on the edge of a cliff, you can only save one because they're both quite heavy. You know, you haven't been to the gym in a long time. Which one are you going to save? Which one's plunging to their death? Come on, Divina.
If I'm thinking about the competition as a whole, I'm probably going to save Cynthia.
Okay.
Because she's going to give me more interest.
Well, thank God they were both saved, Divina. Thank God they're both still here.
Baby Jesus.
It's what I would have wanted.
No, I think it is, to be fair. Yeah. All those years ago on that cross, this was the moment he was waiting for.
What we've all been waiting for.
To send Eureka home instead.
Oh, no. But even, like Eureka said, like she feels like it's some kind of like, it's like almost like fate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's for a reason. And I actually do. I think she's going to kind of go away and she will come back on the next season if there is one. If she comes back, like she's going to, you know, I think she's so focused and she wants it so much. I think this is just going to make her kind of want it even more and kind of make her stronger in the long run.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And I think it will give her a chance as well to go away, watch it back and reflect on how she comes across and why she comes across that way. Thank you so much for watching this week. We'll be back very soon. So don't forget to subscribe here, and here. Oh yeah, when we'll be back with more fabulous queens for updates on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9. Bye everyone.